Hey guys, this is P.M.R.Bonez88, and today is Friday the 13th, and you know what that means, another Friday the 13th review. So I will be reviewing is none other than Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. So this was actually the 9th installment of the Friday the 13th series, and it was supposed to be the finale. And New Line Cinema brought rights to this movie and get it out of Paramount. This movie was really a big disappointment, including now that Jason was actually killed off. We only see him just in the beginning, and then we partially see him only in mirror scenes. And then at the end we see him coming back, resurrected, back from his dead sister from the grave. Kane Hodder finally did return for the third time to play as Jason. But only he did not just play Jason Voorhees, he played like 3 different characters. He played the biggest horror icon ever, Jason. He played a security guard. And lastly, and I'm gonna spoil it, but if those of you didn't see it, but here it comes anyways, he played Freddy Krueger's claw. He actually just used Freddy Krueger's glove and partially of the sweater, and that was like big hint for where we see the upcoming movie of 2003, Freddy vs. Jason. Now the director, Adam Marcus, this was his first debut movie. He didn't do too much filming throughout the years. He only did Jason Goes to Hell, and since he dropped out of film school and wanted to do this film, he decided and suggested saying, hey, let's kill off Jason. Let's just blow him up to pieces and let him possess from one body to another, make him as a ghost. He was trying to make it different for Jason Goes to Hell, and actually this wasn't really different. They did the exact same thing. So first thing, this was actually deja vu. This is the same thing like in Friday the 13th Part 5, The New Beginning. Because in Part 5 they just we only see Jason in the illusions or the dream sequences, and that's it. And Jason Goes to Hell is the exact same thing, but except the only difference is we do see Jason just for a little while, and then he gets killed off, and then we just see him just possess one body to another, and that's it. This is the same thing. This is why I don't like when every single main character just die off and doesn't really come back from the next movie. The storyline was really rushed and it didn't really make no sense whatsoever, and I just don't like how he just possesses bodies. I don't really like that at all. The only thing I liked was just only were the kills and Jason coming back and being a badass. So this movie just starts out where Jason is now back from Manhattan and he's back at Camp Crystal Lake. The team of SWATs just kill him off and he got blown into pieces. And then the coroner just like researches his body, and then he eats the heart and his spirit now possesses the coroner. We just see him just possessing one body to another. A bounty hunter named Duke just goes out talking about, and he talks about how to kill Jason right. He doesn't really do not much. He just only talks, bullshits, everything, and at the end he just kills. He doesn't really do too much fighting. He just dies at the end, and that's it. The 2 main heroines, which are Steven and Jessica, they're the 2 main heroines to stop Jason and to kill him. The actor John D. Larry, he was also in the Friday the 13th series, which I never seen, and I am not interested to see Friday the 13th, the series, because it doesn't have Jason in it. I think they were competing the 2 series of Friday the 13th, the series, and Freddy's Nightmare, which the series from a Nightmare on Elm Street series. I guess they were just competing each other. The only one that just was in it in Freddy's Nightmare was none other than Freddy Krueger, because he was the main anti-hero and the horror icon slasher. But eventually Jason wasn't in it because this was a whole new different series, so I'm not interested of watching that show. No Jason, not interested of the series, so forget it. The makeup effect I really love is how they made Jason into a mutating monster, like how he like wears the hockey mask is now fused on his face, so this is kind of actually his true face. And this is actually also the first time that I see Jason wearing his hockey mask and just not really see his face at all. I mean, there were different variety versions of what Jason's face would have looked like without his hockey mask. I did see like some of it, just like Googling and what his face would look like without his mask. I mean, it was very gory and bloody and disgusting and disturbing. I mean, we kind of see his skull a wee little bit, and imagine what his face would have looked like if he took off his mask. Director Adam Marcus didn't want to show his face because it would have terrified audience. He just said, you know what, let's keep the hockey mask on. So this was actually partially his true face, the hockey mask. And I even like how they try to do a crossover of between the Evil Dead, because they shown the Necronomicon book, the Book of the Dead, and they also used the same dagger from the Evil Dead series. Well, it was only in Evil Dead 1 and 2, and that was it. Imagine it would have been Freddy versus Jason versus Ash, a live action movie. That would have been a great movie just to see those three icons fight off to the death. So the kills were great, that I loved, and the makeup effect just to see Jason, that was the only two things I loved and enjoyed, and that was it. Most of the times, they only just explain and only see just all these random people just doing all the Jason kills of what he would have done. And it's my least favorite of the Friday the 13th franchises. I mean, I don't watch it all the time, and plus there's an rated and an unrated version. And when I got the box set of a Friday the 13th movie on Blu-ray, and when I saw Jason Goes to Hell, they didn't have the unrated version, or they couldn't just chosen which version you want to see, the theatrical version or the unrated version. I only watched the rated version, and they didn't do too much. It wasn't too much violence that was happening, but in the unrated version, they have a lot of cuts that were just not shown, weren't really shown in theaters. That I love, so I'm just gonna stick to the unrated version on DVD. So just to rate this film, for Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday, well, I'm not calling it the final Friday, it's just Jason Goes to Hell. So to rate it, I will have to give it a 45 out of 100. A disappointment movie. Storyline was really rushed, didn't really explain too much. The characters were quite enjoying, but not too enjoying. And Jason coming back, just killing and all. Well, only just killed just one guy, which was Duke, and that was it. I mean, the people that were possessed by Jason, they did most of the kills, and the kills were very good, and I just liked them, how they described how they did the all. And and one other thing, the what the fuck scene ever. That's the first time that I'm just gonna call it the what the fuck scene. Is where Jason just strapped down this guy, and he's completely butt naked, and he just shaved him for no other reason. I didn't understand why he did it. I thought he was just gonna slice his neck or something, but eventually he just wanted to shave him and just possess another body, and that was it. And the possessing by it, that was really also quite disturbing. Another what the fuck scene is where Jason just possessed the news reporter, and I don't know, they looked like they were kissing, and ugh. So those are the two what the fuck scene, ugh, disturbing. But almost at the end, where the final fight of where Jason just fights off with Steven, and also where Jessica kills Jason with the dagger, and all these demons just like coming out and just like taking him, dragging him down to hell. That was the greatest sequence ever, including, like I said, the ending where Freddy's claw just like pop out of nowhere and just takes Jason's hockey mask, and that's it. And I do own this movie on Blu-ray and DVD. So those of you who are interested to see Jason Goes to Hell, just watch the unrated version. It's better. And this is P.M.R.Bonez88 signing off. His saying is, peace!